Good morning, students of 12th class. Today, let us try to understand Chapter 11 Love Across Salt Desert Keki by Keki and Daruwalla. First introduction. This short story is an odyssey of true love. Najab, an Indian boy, challenges unaccessible odds like the international border, his father, and the merciless Kutch to reach and reclaim his beloved Fatima from Pakistan. Friends, if you remember, you may have seen the movie Veer Zara, where actor Shah Rukh Khan and actress Priti Zinta are the protagonist in the movie. This particular story is almost same type of that story. Also, you can't say it is the replica of that, but the theme is almost the same, where you can understand love transcends each and everything. That very famous proverb, everything is fair in love and war, and that happens in the story. This is a very tough journey of true love. Najab, an Indian boy, challenges all types of odds, very difficult odds, like crossing international border. From one side you have BSF on the borders, from another side you have rangers on the borders, and his father's what is called embarrassment, and the very difficult situation in the run of Kutch. And he's crossing all these things and reaching to Pakistan in order to meet and elope with Fatima. That is a very interesting story. Let us try to understand the summary of the story. Now, friends, summary is displayed on your screen. Aftab smuggles Tendu leaf to Pakistan, where Kalisha is his agent. Now, if you see Tendu leaf is something that is prohibited. The smugglers are doing this type of activities. They are getting what is called drugs or these types of leaves which are prohibited by both the governments. And here you have a very important character of Aftab. He smuggles Tendu leaf to Pakistan, where Kalisha is his agent. Remember one more named Kalisha. He is his agent. Officials and intermediaries help him, and his accomplice Zaman in carrying out their criminal activities. All these people, Aftab, Kalisha, and Zaman, they are somehow involved in this illegal or criminal activities. They are doing this type of illegal, business. Najab, Aftab's 20-year-old son. Najab, Aftab's 20-year-old son, has already crossed the run of Kutch 4 times with his father. During his last trip, he had fallen in love with Kalisha's daughter Fatima. Dear students, try to understand. Najab is Aftab's 20-year-old son. Aftab is also a smuggler. Smuggler's son, what is called Najab, has already crossed the run of Kutch. Now they have crossed this border, run of Kutch, 4 times with his father. During his last trip, he had fallen in love with Kalisha's daughter, one more smuggler in Pakistan, what is called Kalisha. He had fallen in love with Kalisha's daughter Fatima. The bewitching girl is engaged to a village half-wit Mahfouz Ali, whose stammer disgusts her. Remember. Now this Fatima, she had been engaged with a person who is called Mahfouz Ali. And who is Mahfouz Ali? Mahfouz Ali is from her neighbor. from a neighborhood. But the problem with Mahfouzali is he is stammerer. He is stammering, haklana. He's, he doesn't talk quite correctly. And Fatima disgusts this particular person, Mahfouzali. Now she decided that she is drawn towards the shy and reticent Najab. Now she decided, that she will get herself engaged with Najab. Otherwise, Najab is a very shy person and a very, very reserved type of, mute Najab in the text. He doesn't talk too much. He feels very shy. Just if you mention, the name of girl to him, he becomes, he becomes all shy. And redness prevails on his face. He is shy to that extent. But Fatima, who is a bewitching girl in the text, we will try to see later on the physical features of Fatima, how she looks. She is considered to be the hoor in the text. Okay, she decided now to to engage herself with Najab. Najab, for his part, decided to come back for her and take her with the help of his camel Allah Rakha. Now, friends, one more important thing, Allah Rakha, you have the name of the camel. Now you can understand, the name of the camel Allah Rakha. And now they decided that they would get, Najab decided that he will return back to Pakistan again. On the next trip, what will he do? He will elope with, Fatima with the help of his camel Allah Rakha. Before undertaking the dangerous journey, Najab pays customary obedience at shrine and seeks permission for his polar foray into Pakistan and back home. Now Najab knows because it is dangerous to travel through the borders, to run across the, what is called a run, and move to Pakistan and then return back. It is very dangerous journey, and the journey that risks his life, that will take his life. Najab pays customary, what is called bowing ceremony at a shrine, at a Panch Mai Peer shrine. In the text, it is called Panch Mai Peer shrine, and seeks permission for his dangerous foray into Pakistan and back home. While crossing the border, he is spotted by the forces. When he was crossing the border, he is, identified by the forces and escapes miraculously. Miraculously. It was a miracle he escapes with the help of sandstorm. If he doesn't have sandstorm in the run of Kutch across the borders, then he might have been killed, because forces at the borders identified this particular person. But it was a miraculously escape, and he escaped and he reached Pakistan. At whom Aftab, the father of what is called Najab, comes to know that Najab's flight has been secretly aided by his mother by providing him her gold bracelet. Now the father comes to know that Najab had been, given support by his mother, and he has given him, the Najab, her golden bracelet. Najab tricks Kalesha, the willy merchant, the chief rogue, in other words, Kalesha, into deal by showing him the golden bracelet. Kalesha is the father of, Fatima in Pakistan. Najab tricks Kalesha into a deal by showing him the golden bracelet. He showed him the golden bracelet, that this time he has come with golden bracelet. Next evening, Najab and Fatima elope to cross the border into India on Allah Rakha. Now, next evening, they decided to, get away with what is called with her village, and they eloped, crosses the border into India on Allah Rakha. Expectedly, the journey is a threatening and hard one, but eventually, Najab shows up at his father's door along with Fatima. Now, lastly, what happened is Najab succeeded in getting Fatima to India and reached at his father's door. The village welcomes her. Why? Because her arrival coincides with the arrival of rain following a 3 year long drought. The entire area was, there was no rain for last 3 decades, for last 30 years. When Fatima reached to this village, rainfall starts, and that is considered to be good omen. Now, this is the entire story in the text. We will be looking at all other areas in the next few lessons. It has very difficult vocabulary in the lesson. You have certain paragraphs which are considered to be, I should say, poetic prose type of paragraphs. We will be looking at them. We will also try to discuss Fatima, why she is considered to be who. Okay, dear friends, I am leaving you here. We'll meet you in the next lesson, in the next lecture. God bless you.